Well, as we enter the autumn months, the big trend this season when it comes to skincare is less is more.
Dermatologist Dr. Julia Carroll is here with the must-have treatments and products for fall as the temperatures begin to drop. And let's start there. As the temperatures begin to drop, how does that affect our skin?
Well, your skin definitely dries out more, and I find a lot of my patients are more sensitive to skincare products than they might have been in the summer months.
Okay, as long as our faces don't start to drop. I don't want to hear that. Or if they do, what we can do.
That's just time. That's not seasons, that's just time.
I hear there's Ulthera is this new big trend.
So it's sort of new, like old is new again. So if you look at celebs, like Nicole Kidman has very famously said, I'm off Botox, I'm not doing it anymore. And I think we saw that in her most recent work where she's really, emotionally, she's much more there, she's moving her face. But still, it's something that needs to be done if you're in a career that involves being on film and being on camera. So Ulthera is ultrasound therapy. And what it is a non-surgical way to lift and tighten the skin by focusing on the very deep layer of the skin and the muscles. So it's mimicking what they'll do in a facelift. So you can do brow lifts, you can do full face, that's doing the jawline and under the chin. And then chest is also a really popular area because we often forget the chest area when we are treating our skin.
Are there any side effects?
You feel it right afterwards. You feel there's a bit of swelling, and you'll feel tender when you're washing your face in the morning. Slight chance of a bruise, but it's a very minor thing. And then things kind of settle down. It takes about 3 or 4 months to see everything kick in because it's inducing your own collagen to be produced.
All right, interesting.
So it's a great non-surgical facelift.
Okay, let's talk about some other things that folks have got to keep in mind as we head into the fall months here, and your cleanser is one of them.
Yeah, so we want to switch things up. So for example, a lot of times people use a cleanser that's exfoliating, but we're going to switch to a more gentle cleanser in the fall. And the other thing is serums are a great way to get active ingredients on our skin. So this is one that I'm going to borrow your hands. One that we use a lot, which is a vitamin C serum. Oops. So you can feel how that feels. And now,
is it like tingling? Or?
No, it's a light serum, but I'm suggesting that then in the fall, we're going to move to something that's more like this, which has a bit more slip and moisture to it.
Okay.
And that one's called reactive.
And you say, what is the key ingredient here?
Vitamin C is a key ingredient. You can see it's that brownie color. It oxidizes, and that's what helps to sop up the sun damage and convert it into something less damaging. The other thing is retinols. So we like retinols because they're gentle exfoliation, and they also improve skin texture and they increase collagen production. So you can do a retinol in the fall, and it's nice because the retinols make you a little bit sensitive to sun, but it's a good time of year now to start it as we're getting less sunny days. And if you tolerate a retinol, I can write a prescription for a retinol. So we sort of move people up through non-prescription to prescription retinols.
This is, you're going in stages here. This is the one that involves a prescription. And when you say, can you take it? Why? What will happen?
Sometimes people exfoliate quite aggressively, so they'll get red and flaky, and that's okay. We want a little bit of that, but some people can tolerate it, and they flake, once every 2 weeks. Some people put one little bit of a low-strength one on, and they look like a lobster. So we have to be careful with that.
Okay. Also have to be careful about what's in your skincare product as well.
Right. So one of the worst things as dermatologists that we don't like is fragrance. So fragrance is one thing to watch out for. If you can tolerate it, again, that's fine. But if you tend to dry out in the wintertime or in the fall, then look for some of these ingredients. So fragrance is one. Things that foam is another. That has sodium lauryl sulfate in it, and it can be irritating the skin. And then products that have alcohol in them. This is actually just alcohol to remind us. But if you find you're drying out, look for fragrance, alcohol, sodium lauryl sulfate, and you may want to avoid those, and you'll find your skin is more hydrated.
Great advice, Dr. Julia Carroll. Thanks so much. I can't stop touching my left hand here.
It looks very young.
It looks visibly younger. Yeah, you actually look like you got the hands of a, well, you've always looked like you had the hands of an 18-year-old Carolyn McKenzie. Dr. Carroll, thank you so much.
Thank you.